this video, we're going to cover a few best practices when recording your song. Recording is the first step in the production process, so you want to start things out on the right foot. Number 1, always set your session parameters before you start. So right up here in this window, your beats per minute, that's how fast or how slow you want your song, the key of your song, the time signature, you want it 3/4 or 4/4. Set these before you even start because it's going to help you keep on time, on key as the project moves forward, and it will allow you to use a lot of the really neat features that GarageBand offers as we get further into this project. Number 2 is name your audio tracks. I know this sounds a little bit oversimplistic, but when you start stacking up track after track after track with lead vocals, background vocals, a second background vocals, a lead guitar, rhythm guitar, it just can get confusing. So make sure as you create new tracks, go ahead and name those tracks. I'm going to call this one Lead Vox because I know this is going to be my lead vocal track. It just helps you keep your project organized as you move forward. Number 3, always record with the metronome on. Right up here is the button to turn on and off the metronome. Turning on the metronome allows me to record while hearing that click track in my ear. And this is a big one because I don't know about you, but I sure have recorded several songs where I figured out later in the game that I slowed it down in verse 2, I sped it up in the bridge, and it just starts to sound really unprofessional when you can't keep it in time. So always record with a metronome. It will help your recordings sound more professional. And again, it's going to help you use some of the amazing tools like the session drummer and the quantize feature that GarageBand has to offer. Number 4 is always record live audio wearing headphones. It can be as simple as your earbuds or a nice pair of over-the-ear headphones. But when you record live audio, your microphone, whether it's your built-in microphone or a nice microphone that you're plugging in using an interface, it picks up all of the sound that it hears. So if it hears your metronome, it's going to pick it up in your recording. If it hears another track you have playing over here, it's going to pick it up in the recording. So for example, I'm going to record a new audio track in our first project without using headphones. Notice how it picks up all of the other tracks as I start to record. This is my first song in garage. When I solo out this track, you can hear all those other tracks. This ends up as a muddy mess in the end. So make sure that you always wear headphones when you're recording live audio. For MIDI, it doesn't matter because it's all internal within the computer. You don't need headphones. But for live audio, you do. Number 5 is avoid clipping when recording live audio. What is clipping? Clipping is when you record something so loud that it actually goes beyond the register, past the red, and what the computer does with that is it actually clips off the edge of your wavelength and distorts that audio. It never sounds good, it never sounds professional, so you want to avoid that at all costs. A couple practical ways to do that is if you're recording with your built-in microphone, simply back away as you record louder parts. Now, if you're recording with an outboard microphone through your interface, simply turn down the gain on the channel that you're using, and both of these will help you avoid clipping. Finally, number 6 is eliminate background noises when possible. So you might have an AC unit that's going, you might have a fan going to stay cool, there might be a radio playing in the room next to you at a low volume. All of those things will end up as small noise in the background of your tracks, and you don't want that. The other thing to think about is yourself when you're recording. Sometimes we don't even know it, but we're shaking our foot, we're moving around and wiggling in the chair, we're scratching our face, just little things that we don't even notice as we record, but you can actually hear those in your tracks as you record. So we want to eliminate as many of those as possible. So turn off the things around you that are possible, sit still when you record, and don't freak out if you hear a small noise in the other room. It's not the biggest deal. Just as much as is possible, eliminate those background noises. So there you go. If you follow these 6 simple rules, your recordings really will go to the next level. Remember, set a session parameter. 2, name your tracks. 3, record with a metronome. 4, wear headphones when recording live audio. 5, avoid clipping. And 6, eliminate background noises as much as possible.